Hello, welcome to episode 271 of the Epic Film Challenge, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, the final film that Heath Ledger made, and he actually passed away during the making of this film, which led to Jude Law, Johnny Depp, and Colin Farrell stepping in for him to play like different parts of his role. Basically, there's this old guy called Dr. Parnassus who's been around for hundreds of years, and he's immortal, and he is present day. He travels around in this kind of this moving sideshow where people can go through this mirror into this weird Imaginarium where they go inside their own head. It's really creative stuff, and him and a few of his people who help him out, they run into Heath Ledger's character, and he joins them and stuff. And when he goes into the Imaginarium, they basically had Johnny Depp, Colin Farrell, and Jude Law play the parts when he's in the Imaginarium because they hadn't filmed any with Heath Ledger in. Now, I wasn't sure whether Heath Ledger was in it for 20 minutes and then just wasn't in it, but he was actually in it a lot more than I thought he was, which is very cool. Basically, any time that his character is not in the Imaginarium, it's played by Heath Ledger, and they kind of made it up with like body doubles and stuff. Like there's a scene where he's wearing a mask and it's not actually him and stuff like that. So they tried their best to salvage it and stuff.
I think they did a good job.
They did a good job, yeah. And I did enjoy it a lot, but it was very strange. Such mental imagery throughout the film. I'm not going to talk about it much, but it was just
very
like
Tim Burton-ish.
Kind of, well,
I think.
You say Tim Burton-ish, but I think it's very Terry Gilliam as well. But you don't think
That's the director.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen much of
No.
Terry Gilliam. But anyway, the imagery is just mental and amazing, and I would give it an 8 out of 10. I think. Enjoyed it a lot. It did feel like a bit of a mishmash of a film, and I didn't really like the Colin Farrell bit of the film. I didn't hate it, but it was just like a bit. I didn't feel it too much, but
I loved the Johnny Depp part.
The Johnny Depp part was really good. I didn't even really like the Jude Law bit that well. I just wish it was Heath Ledger the whole time, But overall, yeah, 8 out of 10. Enjoyed it a lot, actually.
I'm surprised that this movie isn't more well known and more.
Yeah.
It's like I expected this movie to be like a Picasso painting, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's the last movie Heath Ledger ever did. He was great. He had his top thing he ever did was a movie right before he died, The Dark Knight, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, it was amazing." That one got released after he died though, and that was right after he died, whilst the Imaginarium Dr. Parnassus was some time after, and I think it all had settled in a way then, and people were like, so he died during it. And when I watched it the first time, I was really confused because I was like, what? I didn't understand it completely.
Yeah.
Then again, I didn't even notice that the first guy who got into the mirror, the drunk asshole, that his face changed. I didn't notice that, so I didn't know that they could change the faces, and so I got really confused. Hang on, so why is he Johnny Depp now?
Yeah.
And it was really confusing, but now that I saw it for the second time, I enjoyed it a lot more. It didn't seem as complicated and confusing anymore. Not that it made sense, but you know what I mean, right? I understood a lot more, so I enjoyed it more. And if I would have rated it the first time, I would probably have given it a 7. Because it was nothing like I expected it to be. Because I saw the trailer and I was like, oh my God, it looks like a Tim Burton movie. And I love Tim Burton. I love everything that he spits out of his brain. Because he's so weird. And of course, with Heath Ledger being this being his last movie, and I knew that Johnny Depp was in it. And it was really cool that they were going to have both of them. And I was like, really excited, And then I got kind of let down. But now seeing it the second time, I would probably give it 8.5.
Okay, cool.
I'm just surprised that it's not, more out there than what it is. Is it even on Blu-ray?
Probably.
But, yeah. What did you give it? 8?
8, yeah.
Cool. I got one thing to say, by the way.